So the other day, I saw a post from a social media company that I very much respect, and they do a lot of surveys of their audience. Their audience is supposed to be made up of like social media professionals and experts like me. Sometimes I wonder, I don't know who's actually following this page because I see some pretty crazy things in the comments. Well, the question that this page posed was, what is some of the worst social media advice that you see that you think people should stop giving? And here's my answer, which got a lot of votes, thumbs up on it. And so I thought I'd share it with you here because this is one of the things that frustrates me the most when it comes to social media advice for small business owners. This stuff drives me crazy. And that is this: stop focusing so much on the hacks and all the cool little things that you can do to try to make your content visible. And what I mean by that is, instead of focusing on what time of day should you be posting, what are the right hashtags? We're in the age of AI, hashtags don't matter anymore. Um, what, how long should the post be? What is the algorithm preferring? Group posts versus page posts? What are your stats saying? People in my industry are so overly focused on that. Like, check your stats, see what time of day your audience is on, and then post at that exact time, and you're going to get more visibility on your posts. And the problem is I see so much focus on those things that it leads the business owner to believe that that is the trick to getting more views. Now, I like to say things like post multiple times a day. Don't put links in your post because the algorithm suppresses it. That's all hacks too, right? Those are all like, yeah, this is a way to get more eyeballs on your content. The problem with other social media experts is they don't then also say, make sure your content is good and that your audience will enjoy it. And here's how to make the content good. And so when I'm on podcasts, if I'm a guest on a podcast or I'm doing a live to an audience and I'm talking to them about social media, I get so many comments of, I have never heard this before. This is not what I'm used to hearing when I hear about social media. You are keeping it real, and I understand now what actually gets my content viewed. Because look, if you post at the exact right time with the exact right hashtags 26 times a day, because, posting multiple times a day is better than once a day is better than twice a week, etc. And I'm leaving the links off and I'm making my post exactly this long and I'm using videos instead of static posts because the algorithm is preferring it. If that's all you put into the thought behind your social media, you are still going to get almost no results. You're definitely not going to get people excited to buy from you and reaching out and practically begging to buy your product or service. You have to create good content. You have to create content that your audience is excited about. If your content is boring or salesy or pushy or all of that, then no hashtags, no time of day, none of that stuff is ever going to solve that problem. No boosting the post, no putting ad money behind it. None of it is going to solve that problem. So you've got to focus on good content first. Forget about the other stuff. You could post at the wrong time of day with no hashtags. You could even just post once and it could go crazy. I would like you to post more than that because we want to have more influence than that. You could post a static post when everybody's telling you to do reels, and it will do better if the content is good. It will do better simply by the value of the content. So forget about all that other nonsense. Forget about the hashtags. Forget about that. Do post consistently. I recommend daily. So the algorithm can start to work in your favor and recognize that you have more and more good content. Because what the algorithm does is says, ooh, this piece of content was good. Let's see what your next piece of content looks like. And if it takes a long time for that next piece of content to come, it's not learning very quickly. But once you start posting good content consistently, that's when everything changes. that's when you start influencing people. That's when you get more likes, more comments, more shares, more referrals, and more sales in your business. So forget about all the technical parts. Just focus on connecting with your audience and creating a kind of content that they are excited to consume and that takes them closer to being a customer of yours. All right. So that's my piece of advice. That was my advice in the post. I got several comments saying, "Wow, this is great! Like, thank you so much for this," because I don't think it's talked about enough. All of those little hacks are not going to save you from bad content. Make better content.